Cool place, cool fun, cool love, cool child. Cool friends, cool vibes, cool love, cool child. Check it out, there's just one rule at Chuck E. Cheese's. Just have fun, be cool, cool munch, cool love, cool child. The real cool place to be a kid.
The history of Chuck E. Cheese's in Tallahassee, Florida. Everybody knows Chuck E. Cheese, the arcade with entertainment, pizza, and fun. And everyone knows the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics. But there's one stage that always catches my eye. It's the 3-stage. The 3-stage consists of Chuck E. Cheese, Helen, Mr. Munch, Jasper, and Pasquale, with the additional side characters as Pizza Cam and Mr. Munch Jr. These characters weren't always Chuck E. Cheese. They used to be a different band in the 80s called the Rockafire Explosion. The Rockafire Explosion consists of Rofty Wolf, Duke LaRue, Fats, Mitzi Mozzarella, Beach Bear, and Billy Bob, and Looney Bird and Choo Choo as side characters. The reason why these are Chuck E. Cheese is because of concept unification. Now, I'm not going to get in too much detail about concept unification, but I'll just play a quick video of the tape where they remove the Rockafire Explosion characters and make them Chuck E. Cheese.
First, remove all props such as Choo Choo's tree, Billy Bob's lamp, Billy Bob's campfire, Looney Bird's can, all rocks and flowers, and destroy all of these props as they will not be used again. Next, unbolt and
Now you can see what the Chuck E. Cheese 3-stage animatronics used to be. But Tallahassee, Florida always caught my eye with their locations of Chuck E. Cheese. This is why I'll be talking about the history of Chuck E. Cheese's in Tallahassee, Florida. Tallahassee, Florida had 2 Chuck E. Cheese locations, one being a Pizza Time Theater and the other one being a Chuck E. Cheese 3-stage. I'll be talking about the 3-stage location first. This location opened up in 1992 and surprisingly was never actually a Showbiz Pizza despite having 3-stage animatronics. Also, this location was apparently opened in April 7th, 1992. Also, the store's stage actually came from Merita, GA. Not sure if I pronounced that right, but yeah. Also, apparently in 2004, they were originally going to put a Studio C beta, but they failed to do so. We do have 2 tapes of Tallahassee, Florida from the 90s, but they don't show the animatronics too much, sadly. And I do actually have some photos of the Tallahassee, Florida animatronics without their cosmetics. Apparently the cosmetics were off so they could check if everything was functioning properly. It also used to have a Phase 3 sign like seen in the photo, but now currently it just has a regular old rock star Chuck sign. It also still has wooden doors as you walk in, and it has a little Phase 3 Chuck sign on top of the entrance. Here is a little walkthrough of some of the things. As you can see, there's a Phase 3 little sign, and there's a showroom sign, and the Phase 3 wooden sign too. And you can see the old restroom sign too. You can see the Avenger Chuck kind of neon posters. You can see Soccer Chuck right there. Lots of Avenger Chuck stuff. Pretty cool. Got some more posters. That's the Ticket Blaster. Not too uncommon. There is Chuck currently this day. Doesn't look too good. Helen and Mr. Munch don't look too good cosmetically. They're not exactly the best running show right now. They're pretty bad condition, but it's alright. Pasquale's missing his apron, it looks like. But yeah. Those are the animatronics, sadly, currently today, but most of them still move. They're fine. I'm just kidding, they're not very fine. They need to be fixed, but there's a Name That Cheese poster and a Mr. Munch and Avenger Chuck poster. Pretty cool. Also, this location used to have kind of like a tux costume. It also seems like they have some Phase 3 Mr. Munch and Helen posters. I'm guessing they also had this Chuck E. Cheese poster too. Here is some footage by Simon Says of the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics moving currently in this time. Helen doesn't even talk. Her mouth doesn't move at all. You can just hear all those just cylinders moving. Sounds really just bad, and Chuck E. Cheese is just doing a little movement. And Mr. Munch is just bobbing his head. Jasper's is pretty much a statue. Pasquale's just sitting. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention this. This is really cool. Tallahassee, Florida is the last location to have this old Chuck E. Cheese kind of Pizza Time Theater Phase 3 sign, which is really awesome. It's amazing that they still have this. That pretty much concludes all I have to say about this location, but we have one more location in Tallahassee, Florida. Pizza Time Theater is the next era of our next Tallahassee location. The Pizza Time Theater era was pretty great. They had carabettes, they had guest stars. It was pretty nice. This Pizza Time Theater location is very interesting because this location almost has no information on it. Barely any people even know its existence. This is the only photo we have of this Pizza Time Theater, and it's not too good of a photo. We see the king animatronic, and we see two kids looking at the camera. At least we know now they have a king. I really hope to see the Tallahassee 3 stage, but it remodels in August, so there's not much hope. Well, as you can see from my latest video, yes, I went to Tallahassee. So I got to go. It was a 4-hour drive. It was really fun. I'm gonna say my thoughts and everything, but yeah, so let's get started. So first of all, after this video is posted, I'm gonna post some more Tallahassee footage. So one thing I noticed is, I've never seen a 3-stage before, but those animatronics are huge. Massive. I was totally surprised. I've only seen a Studio C before, so I was so surprised. It was amazing to see. So Chuck E. Cheese, so there's a birthday thing, and he was completely standing still. He wasn't moving at all. He was just looking at them. While all the other band members were performing, he was just still. But he did move a good amount. Also, Mr. Munch, his hair kept, every time he did a, big head turn, his hair would, flip over, kind of. And Jasper was just there. You can barely tell his mouth is moving. And Pasquale's missing his apron, and that's how it looks like his stage is kind of tilted back. There's an amateur hour thing. Also, his drums were pretty cool. but they took it out. Then there used to be a moon, a Mr. Building, but eventually they just stopped making it look so cool, and now it's just this. Well, those were just some things I said about the stage. As you can see, Mr. Munch's hair was like tilted up. I didn't get on stage, but yeah, I took a few pictures. Also, you can see Jasper's pants were ripped and stuff. He still uses Beach Bear's original guitar, which is pretty cool, instead of the cheese guitar. I also noticed they were like kind of dirty. Pasquale's trapdoor. It's got some wires. It's got some extra Chuck feet. That's cool. So in that scene, I just showed Pasquale's trapdoor. There was just some extra Chuck feet. It's kind of hard to see in the video, but there are extra Chuck feet and then just some air tubes. I also looked at Helen's trapdoor, which you can see. I'm gonna play the clip in a little bit, so I'm gonna play this now. So get ready. Helen's trapdoor just had some air tubes, but that's really all that you could see. Nothing too special. Those were the only trapdoors I looked at, because the other ones, they're like employees at the stage, and I didn't want them to get kind of like mad, but they didn't really care when I opened them. But yeah, I had to go pretty soon, so I didn't get to do like everything, but it was pretty fun. I also noticed that actually the lights were actually moving pretty good, and like it actually looked pretty cool. Like Tallahassee is in pretty bad condition, but it's not like so bad you can't even watch it. Although the audio was so low. Like in that new video I posted of them singing Down in the Road, I had to put the original audio from the music video, and I had to cut all the audio from the original. Man, he's beat up, missing his apron. This is Beach Bear. Why do they have it? Oh, he's moving. Here's Chuck just jamming, singing some songs. His mouth is very dirty. But yeah, his eyes are like messed up and his mouth is dirty. He's missing his tooth too. There's some of the other band members just singing. Not too bad. Jasper's just swinging his guitar. Pasquale's actually doing some movement. He's not too bad. He doesn't look too good, but he actually moves pretty decent. Jasper doesn't move that good. And Mr. Munch's movements are like really hard. Like they don't sound right. And then Helen, I guess, is kind of fine. And Chuck is just fine, I guess, too. But yeah. I also noticed that the TV doesn't have its original like little hench thing. Here, I'll show a picture right now. So it's not like purple and has those things around it, which kind of sucks, but I guess it's okay. But yeah, it's just the kind of like newer TV. Here's some more random footage. You can tell like Mr. Munch's mask is kind of beat up. Jasper's guitar has a mysterious brown stain. It's kind of sus. Pasquale's just singing. He doesn't actually play the drums. Like his hands don't actually beat them. Kind of sucks. Here's some of the store display art. It's named that cheese poster. Here's a picture of the Wink. It's cool how it has the red derby hat. That's pretty unique. There's also this really cool Make Magic sign. Without it, we would just be another piece of place. Now it's just another piece of place since they're removing the animatronics, but oh well. Here's just a picture of the outside right now, just in the plaza. Oh, here's a really cool picture of the sign. It's the last one in existence. But yeah, really awesome to see that. And here's a little Phase 3 little sign. And another Phase 3 sign. Just a bunch of Phase 3 signs of just the yellow jacket Chuck. Here's an Aliens sign, a parody. Here's another picture of the stage. Pretty nice. Just of it in a full screen. But yeah. So this was a awesome trip. I would love if I saw a 3-stage again. Probably not gonna happen. I'm honestly just so happy I went there. You can see how just the difference of how they went from Chuck E. Cheese animatronics to Rockafire. It's kind of sad, honestly. But yeah, sad how they just degraded from just removing Looney Bird, removing Billy Bob and concept unification, just removing everything down to the last thing for it to just be the most boring thing. And here's some just random phase 3 art. There was also a soccer truck art. Nothing too rare, but yeah, that was pretty cool. Here's also a picture of the prize booth. Pretty cool. Got the old phase 3 sign like they have all throughout the store. And just some cool stuff. The prize counter is pretty small, not gonna lie, compared to other locations. Oh yeah, we also ordered pizza, and it took an hour and 30 minutes for us to just get our pizza. Like, that was insane. Like, you guys probably don't care, but an hour and 30 is way too long for Chuck E. Cheese, but yeah. Well, sadly, this location will get remodeled in August. I hope it gets set back, but it probably won't. And yeah, I just put an image on my face because I'm not going to show my face right now. But yeah, so I had a lot of good memories with this stage. It was really fun. But yeah, I hope to own one of these animatronics one day. But yeah. Well, this is the end of the video. I hope this was very informational for you guys. And I hope you learned a lot about Tallahassee's Chuck E. Cheese locations and the history behind it. If you want a longer video, you can just search Chuck E. Cheese Tallahassee history, and another guy made a video if you want to check that out, which is like an hour. I'm not going to make an hour video, so I just made this video like 20 minutes, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. But yeah, really think CES should just stop just destroying these animatronics. Just make a newer, brand new, just stage and not just replace it with the $20 Five Below dance floor that breaks when one little kid steps on it. But yeah, so this is the end of the video. So goodbye, guys, and I don't know, sub if you want. So goodbye. I'll see you in the next one.